Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is good. Bit of a mess. I've got. So, Malia's project is hopefully done. She's been sanding finish off of stuff, which, if you've ever done that, there is no, like, it's everywhere. Like, there's now a thin layer of this white stuff everywhere. Like, the entire shop. Which is whatever. Anyway, how have you been? Yesterday, I got to go to my happy place. I've mentioned this place before. I haven't been there. It's actually been a year and a half since I was there. But that would be Holt Lumber Company. Small, kind of one-man shop. Started in a cow barn. He's about 2 or 3 miles from here. It's not very far. And he started felling trees and having them cut and kiln dried and started selling lumber. And that's turned into a pretty good business for him. He now has shelves of pretty much any species. He sells slabs. He does woodworking, so he'll sell. He does custom furniture and countertops and tabletops and all kinds of stuff. I love going there. He sells stuff, very reasonably priced stuff, which is always great. I can get hardwoods from him cheaper than I can get softwoods at the big box stores, which is fantastic. So I needed this past weekend. I tried. I needed some 1/2-inch stock. I needed 1/2-inch pine and 1/2-inch oak. I'm building a special little thing, which you'll see probably in a couple of months. And I tried to do it with my tools. I have this Delta planer. Might be able to see the top of it here. That sucks. It's really bad. I don't know why. It leaves the for whatever reason, feeding stock through it. I think the carriage is sitting. It's like cocked or something. Because when stock goes through it, it gets caught on the sheet metal on the way out. Like, the roller is higher than the sheet. I need to figure out how to fix it. I have no idea how to fix it. But I thought I'd give it a shot. And so I cut some pieces of cherry down that I was going to try to mill down to a 1/4 inch. They both had a twist in them. So I decided for the first time to try the old router sled trick of just, I hot glued them down. This is a piece of MDF with a piece of stock super glued to it. Hot glued them down, put some wedges under the high spots, ran them through. The first one went great. It actually got a nice flat surface on one side. The second one, it did not work at all. It left these ripples, like the whole thing was wavy. And we're talking like 1/16 of an inch ripples, like deep. I tried hand planing that out and sending it back through. Same thing. Like, I don't know if it was the wood. The wood was pretty figured, but not like that. It's just cherry, right? So I called Mike and I texted Mike and I was like, Holt Lumber. I said, listen, Mike, do you do machine time? Like, can I just get some stock milled down to a 1/2 inch? And he's like, you have a planer? And I'm like, I do. And I've tried the sled technique and it's not working. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I charge, this is what I charge. And I said, I don't care what you charge. I just need this wood. I need this 1/2 inch material to do this project and get it over with and out the door. And he said, sure. So I got to go over there yesterday. And the nice thing about working with a guy like that, so I've known Mike now for like 5 years or something like that. I've bought wood off of him for a time. I went and worked for him for a day one time just to get some experience running his mills and doing the milling operations. Maybe it was even 2 days. That was awesome. He gave me a bunch of wood for that. Like, I was like just helping a friend, right? And so I said, so I got that. I picked out my boards. He's like, I'll take them upstairs. I'm going to machine them. I said, okay, I need poplar. I don't see the poplar. He moved the poplar somewhere. Where's the poplar? He's like, it's not in here. It's out here. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm building a kitchen island. I need the poplar. I'm going to glue leg blanks out of the poplar and then face frames and doors and drawers. And he was like, okay. And then he sat and wrote some stuff down. He's like, listen, he walked me over and he was like, there's some maple. I'll sell you the maple for the same price as the poplar. He's like, I don't want you to go get a bunch of poplar. It gets all dinged up and it's not going to be as nice. And he was like, but this is kind of a rustic maple. For door styles and stuff, you'll be able to find the material you need. And I'll sell it to you for $2 a board foot. Okay. So I went and picked out like 30 board feet of maple out of his stack. It's probably not enough. It's going to be about probably half of what I need. I probably need another 30 board feet. But when I went there, I bought 30 board feet of maple. I got probably 5.5 or 6 board feet of cherry and 3 board feet of white oak, quarter sawn white oak. Well, it's not actually quarter sawn, but there's enough that I can. Anyway, nice figure on the white oak, and the maple and the oak and the cherry planed to 1/2 inch. I left there at $78. That's ridiculous. I looked up before I thought to call him because he doesn't really stock 1/2 inch. Nobody does. But I looked on like Rockler, for instance. I can go to rockler.com and I can get a 5 inch by 48 inch by 1/2 inch piece of cherry for $35. And the same thing for white oak was like $32. So I could go to Rockler and get this stuff for $80, or I could go to my local guy, get way more than that in the 2 species that I want, plus 30 board feet of hard maple for the same price. Like, it's ridiculous. It is my happy place. I didn't take my phone, and I think we might talk about that tomorrow. So I have no pictures from yesterday, but it felt really good. It's always good to support a local person, but when you're buying lumber specifically, like finding that guy, finding the dude who has the stuff and the knowledge and the compassion to work with you on your projects, it's invaluable. He's an awesome dude. I really like spending. And I was there for like an hour. I showed up at 10:30. I think I left there. No, it was about an hour and a half. I got there and then immediately 2 other guys pulled up and they were kind of I was looking through the kind of select stock for the cherry and the oak. They were pulling the other stuff, so they were kind of in my way. So I just let them do their thing. So I got there first. They got to leave first, and then I was left. And he was like, "Listen, because you waited so long, I'm not going to charge you machine time for this." And I was like, "Dude, I don't mind paying you for your time. Like, please don't." And he's like, "No, it's good." And I'm okay. I take you up on your generosity. I'm never going to say no. I've learned that over the years. I've learned to not be. Grateful is the word I'm looking for, not graceful. Being grateful is that's like it makes the person who's offering feel better. Like don't undermine them, right? I've learned that. I was not good at it, but so I walked out with a whole lot of awesome wood, and I'm excited to start. I need to get this one project done, which you'll see in a couple months, and then start on the kitchen island project. That's not going to be done for a while. Like, that's just going to be one of those things I come down here and tinker with until it's done. I don't have a full idea of how it's going to be built yet, so that's part of it. We'll see. Snow day here today for the kids. I don't have them. Obviously, oldest in college, youngest at their mom's house, but we got like 3-4 inches of snow. So it's a chilly day for me. Like, literally, I made chili. Don't get to walk today, which sucks. I really don't like days where I don't get to walk. I've been enjoying my walks, but just hanging out and working. Lots of work. What have you been into? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should notice sounds smart is theocracy. It is a system of government in which the priests rule in the name of God. The Vatican is the ultimate theocracy. 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 That's not a smart word. Everybody knows theocracy, right? But we also run from them, don't we? I suppose the people who live in the Vatican like living there or want to live there.